Hey everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Skylanders Giants, grabbing the Cannon Confounder achievement. This achievement is to not take any damage from any cannons in Chapter 8, Troll Home Security. Your first cannon is going to appear right when you get to the start of the castle. What you want to do is you want to unlock this gate. That will give you access to a bomb, and you want to pick it up and then bring it over to the cannon. You can only destroy the cannons with bombs or the mortar shells. Bombs can only be picked up by the core Skylanders, and the mortar shells can only be picked up by the giant Skylanders. Anyways, once you do that, you're going to have a little fighting sequence. You're going to climb to the top of the tower, and you're going to be in this part. Now, what you want to do is you want to run down a bit, and there should be a mortar shell right here. What you want to do is you want to switch to your giant Skylander. Once again, if you have the starter pack, any one of the starter packs, you should have T-Rex, and you want to switch to him, and he can pick up the mortar shell, and those can destroy the cannons from far away. So what you want to do is you want to stay back here behind the safety of the gate. There will be two cannons you can take out early on. Make sure you take out this one, and make sure you take out the one in the background. Make sure you don't get too close to Callie and Flynn, because you'll accidentally talk to them and they will annoy you. So make sure you throw it from like back here, and you should be good. As soon as you get that done, what you want to do is you want to head on over here and then open up the gate, and now you have a segment where you need to dodge the background cannons, which you can't destroy, but you can avoid them using these barricades right here. So you kind of want to watch the pattern. Make sure you pick up this bomb, and you have two chances to destroy this cannon. You can pick up the bomb, or you can stay here behind this barricade and then switch to a giant, and then you can use him to pick up the mortar shell and then blow up the cannon from the safety of the barricade. Up to you on how you want to do it, if you take the time to switch or not, but make sure you do this. Blow up this cannon because it's annoying, and then I recommend switching back to your core character because he has way more mobility than your giant dudes. So I'm going to switch back to Spyro here, and then he is way faster, especially with his upgraded flight ability. Once again, doesn't really matter as long as your core character can maneuver quickly, but you pretty much just want to watch the pattern. You want to make sure you blow up those mortar shells in the way, and you can stay back here and just try to pepper it from a distance. Make sure you watch the cannon fire. Just watch the pattern. They will usually shoot in sets of 3 before cooling down, so that is your cue to sprint across. You're going to get to this part. You're going to have a little break here. What you want to do is you want to hit the plunger to blow up the dynamite. That will give you access to the next part. You're going to have a little bit of segments right here where you're going to fight some enemies. So take care of that. And just going to speed this up here, and once they're taken care of, you're going to have to go through the same thing again. So what you want to do is you want to watch the pattern this time. So every cannon should shoot 3. It'll have a cooldown period where you can run past it, and just try to speed along, take cover when you need it, and you should be good. And here we go, just waiting, 1, 2, 3, and then you go, and then it's the same thing for the rest of the cannons. There are 7 of them. You can also take cover in between the 2 shots. They will constantly shoot in a straight line. They won't move, so you don't have that to worry about. So you can kind of stay in one place for a long time and still be safe. What you want to do is you want to go over here. You're going to have a segment where you fight enemies to open up the battle gate, and you have the same segment again, this time with only 6 cannons because the one on the far left stops working for some reason. But you want to keep going past here. Remember, sets of 3. You're going to have some shells here. This one you have to stop and shoot, so you want to kind of stop at a safe distance. If you press yourself up against them, you can attack them without taking any harm. Once again, you need a core Skylander to do that. If you have a giant, he might take some damage. For this part, I recommend switching to a giant because if you mess up the puzzle, it's going to have you going through the last 2 cannon sequences again. So you switch to a giant, you can save yourself some time. Break open that, you're going to have the last kind of boss fight right here, and once you finish that up, you should get the achievement for a 10 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.